Hi Myra, it's nice to see you again. How are things going?
Mostly pretty good.
Okay.
How are you doing?
Doing well. Doing well too. How can I help you today? What are you here for?
I'm having some trouble with my best friend right now. There's been a lot of conflict between us lately, and it's making me feel, well, kind of sad, because we've been such good friends for a long time, many years. In fact, we've been friends since like kindergarten, and our families are really close. We do like everything together.
Well, Myra, sounds like a pretty serious story. Tell me more.
About 6 weeks ago, I began to start to kind of hang out with a boy, a new boy, and I've been interested in him. My friend was kind of supportive at first and encouraged me to kind of start dating him, kind of move forward in our relationship. After a couple weeks, we decided to become like an official couple. I was so excited, but that's when my relationship with my best friend, it became a little more difficult. She gets upset at me because I'm spending a lot of time with him, my new boyfriend, instead of her all the time.
Ooh. Well, it sounds like you're really upset right now. I can really tell. You have this longtime friend who seems to be kind of angry at you right now because you're spending so much time with your new boyfriend. And I can tell that this is causing a lot of conflict between you and your friend. Is that about right?
Yes, that's exactly right. She doesn't understand that I can't spend all my time with her right now.
Well, in a perfect world, can you just describe to me what your relationship with your friend would look like if you guys became best friends again?
Well, in a perfect world, I still see us as best friends, but one in which I still have a boyfriend. Our friendship would also be strong enough that we would give each other the space that we needed so that we could spend time with other people without, getting our feelings hurt.
That sounds like a very reasonable vision. Would you like to make that your goal?
Yeah, I would like to make that my goal.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Well, your goal will be to look for a strategy that you can use to overcome your conflict with your friend, but one that allows each of you the space to see other people without causing hurt feelings. How does that sound?
Sounds perfect. Sounds great.
Okay, a good starting point will be to brainstorm some ideas about how we can overcome this conflict. And once you decide on an idea, then you can practice what you will do before you leave. Then I'll give you some homework and I'll set up our next appointment so that we can evaluate your progress. How does that sound?
I really like that idea. How do we start to do that?
Well, we can start by brainstorming ideas about how you can overcome this conflict. Well, what have you tried in the past, or what ideas do you have that you would like to try to overcome this conflict?
Well, I've tried to ignore the problem.
And how did that work out?
It didn't work well at all. I thought that by ignoring the problem, that my best friend would finally just get over any problems that she had with me going out with my boyfriend.
How did that work out?
It didn't. Every time I would bring up my boyfriend in a conversation, she would say something negative about my boyfriend, myself, or our relationship. This always leads to more fighting.
Sounds like ignoring the problem then didn't improve your relationship at all, or prevent further conflict. Well, have you tried anything else?
I've also told her just to get over it and accept that he and I are boyfriend and girlfriend now.
And did that help?
This also didn't work out so well. It backfired on me too. We got into a verbal confrontation in the middle of class, and the teacher had to separate our seats. We didn't talk for the rest of the day.
Well, it sounds like you probably wouldn't want to try that again. So far you've tried and had no success with ignoring the problem and telling her to get over it. Have you tried any other methods to overcome the conflict?
Yes. I also tried telling her not, I'm sorry. Yes, I've also tried not telling her when I hang out with my boyfriend to just avoid any problems at all.
And how did that help?
It also failed. She always found out from somebody else, from social media like Instagram. She checks my Instagram account. Once she found out It did not take long for her to text me how hurt she was by my attempt to hide what we were doing. It then escalated into a texting fight.
Okay. So hiding your relationship only caused more problems. You should probably not consider that option again. Well, in the past, before you had a boyfriend, when you two had a conflict, how did you work it out and still maintain that friendship?
Well, after an initial cooling off period, we would both talk it over with each other. We had such a close relationship that we didn't want to lose our close connection with each other. Like I have said, we've been best friends since kindergarten.
Okay, so in the past, a brief timeout and later talking it over seemed to work. Well, do you want to mark that down as an option that you would like to possibly try again?
Yes, I know it's worked before. Maybe it could work again.
Well, have you tried any other ways in the past to overcome conflict?
Not that I can remember.
Well, would you like to brainstorm some more options then?
I don't think that is necessary. I would like to try to talk it over with her before I try anything else, since it has worked in the past.
Okay. So to recap then, you want to try to talk to your friend and work it out like you've done successfully in the past. I think that's a good idea. It's a good plan. And I think your approach would even be better if you practiced it. What do you think about the idea of practicing?
I like that idea.
Okay. Well, you will practice your dialogue with your friend through a technique called empty chair. You are going to play both parts, you and your friend. In one chair, you share your side of the dialogue to this empty chair right here that represents your friend. And then when you're done, you're going to switch and you're going to play your friend. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, well, you can go ahead and begin when you're ready.
Do I start off as me?
You're going to start off as you, and you're going to talk to your friend, Jenny.
Jenny, I want to begin by saying that your friendship is very valuable to me, and I want to continue with our friendship. I also realize you are upset right now because I'm spending so much time with my new boyfriend, and I understand your feelings. But you need to understand that I will need some time and space to develop my relationship with my new boyfriend. So now I play Jenny.
You do. You hop in that chair, and you pretend you're Jenny, and you're going to talk to yourself. What would her side of the story sound like?
It may sound like, Myra, I really value our friendship too. I guess I'm just worried that I was going to lose my best friend. I'm sorry that I have become so difficult and caused so much conflict. It's just hard to adjust to not doing everything together like we used to. Jenny, just because I have a new boyfriend doesn't mean we can't still hang out and do stuff together. I really miss hanging out with you. We are just going to have to make an effort to plan our time together and understand that when we can't hang out, it's not done to intentionally hurt the other person. So I think going forward, we need to work on a plan that is going to allow us to maintain our friendship, but at the same time, give each other the necessary space to see other people and do other things.
Is that about it?
Yes, that was very helpful.
Okay, good. I'm glad. Now, for some homework, I would like you to continue to practice the empty chair technique at home until you feel comfortable enough to talk to your friend. I also want you to make a list of ways that will help you establish healthy boundaries between you and your friend so as to help prevent this type of conflict from arising in the future. Can you do that for me?
That sounds great.
Okay, so before you go, can you recap what you're gonna do?
Okay, well, I have decided to talk out my problem with my friend since it has worked before, and I'm going to practice the empty chair technique until I'm ready to talk it over with her. I'm also going to brainstorm some ways to establish boundaries between myself and my best friend.
Perfect. Well, let's meet again within the next 2 weeks to debrief and continue our work on setting healthy boundaries.
Sounds great. Thank you.
You bet.